Keep smashing that stupid help button all the time. Okay, that's up and going now. Just waiting for the preview to pop up. Cool. That's good. That's good. That's good. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you're all doing well here tonight. Figure I'd jump on just a wee bit early because, you know, still got some points to put up. But welcome to the stream. It is the home stretch of the 5-star Guardian grind. Looks like I'm doing pretty good so far. Still, cutoff was 75. I'm shooting for somewhere 70, 75. So I got a couple points left to put out, but fortunately there still is enough time, the way I planned it out at least, to get two full sets of 6 stars in, possibly 3 sets of 5 stars, a whole bunch of 4s, so looking good, somewhere in that 70 range. But howdy, welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here, everybody. It is still gonna be a pretty chill, laid-back stream tonight. It's just the way I like to keep it. Glad to have you here. Looking forward to gathering with everybody here live over the next couple hours, whatever it winds up being. Let's just boost this. I'm already just diving in and rolling with it, so you'll have to forgive me for multitasking here. But howdy, y'all. Good to have you. Happy Wednesday. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do that. I want to take a second and welcome the latest Von subs to the channel. Cheers, everybody, for subscribing. We're glad to have you here. Thank you for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Thanks for digging the content I've put out so far and being interested to see what I come up with next. You and me both. That was not bad. Aaron, how are you, my friend? Happy Wednesday. Hope you're well. This dude turns invisible. No matter. No matter. So currently I'm sitting at about, again, 55 mil. I was hoping to be about 60 by the time I hit live stream here tonight, so I just have to put up about 10, 12 mil, something like that between now and tomorrow. But that being said, it's only a couple mil shy. It's nothing too crazy. Not worried at all. We'll just see how things go. I did wind up popping a 30% attack and health boost. I do not recommend people do that, just as a general rule of thumb. The benefit you get off of that is marginal at best. Wind up getting about maybe two or three extra bonus rounds of arena points worth of points added to what you'd be getting already anyway. So it's just better just to do the couple extra rounds, save the boosts. But I've got a bunch of my overflow. There does not appear to be any new content on the horizon that I would need to use that on, so may as well, right? I do have 6 stars that are up. Actually, I probably should burn through those first. Just looking at the clock. Do kind of want to do some of the 4 stars, so that is the juggle. Because the 4 stars most likely will be refreshed here tonight again on stream. Because I love their refresh cycle of like an hour and change. The 6s though, still looking pretty good, but just in case of any tomfoolery, probably should get rolling on those too. So that is the name of the game today. Here, have a... Let's try that again. Here, have a slow attack. That works. That works. Alright, so let's throw this one down here pretty quick. I was going to talk and comment on some of the news that's been going on in-game, but there hasn't been a whole lot. Monthly event came out today. Rifts are done. gold pool or platinum pool is a myth. Might get added at some point, but not for this event. There was a post in the forum earlier where Kabam Mike was saying that the reason that the rewards are the way they are this time was that they intended to have Act 7 out right about now. So you'd have all the easy content for newer players, and then you'd have Act 7 for, you know, everybody who would be ready to jump into that, have balanced that away. But he was saying because Act 7 has been postponed indefinitely, that it kind of leaves this month a bit lacking for quote-unquote endgame players. But he did wind up hinting at, well, he didn't really say anything concrete. He name-dropped a Cavalier difficulty, but what he said specifically is that they'd be laying the groundwork for what would become Cavalier difficulty, which means nothing new to announce yet. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. So, you know, hope springs eternal for all that. I am still very interested and eager to see Cavalier difficulty. I did one run in the epic level of whatever Hotel Modoc, and it was interesting. It wasn't anything overly difficult, but it was interesting. Some of the node combos can get to be a bit much, but basically what it is you've got 6 different paths, and on each path is a different class, right? And then each champion has its own set of nodes, right? It isn't path specific like it is in regular story quests. So every fight is different. Everything is a toss up, really, which actually I like. Which I like. I also do appreciate that you can wind up doing it all in one big fell swoop, seeing as how it costs 0 energy. So you could stockpile it to the last week of the month if you wanted to do that, and then just blitz through it and then go ham at the store. That is certainly a strategy. That's what I did last month for the Rifts. If you do that, I do recommend you give yourself like a 5 days to a week padding before the end of the event, just in case of anything unexpected. Phone breaks, internet's down, emergency maintenance, new patch just completely messes up all of the gold coins that you got. You know, just in case. It is way too early to be on it. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Hey, Ghost! How are you, my friend? Happy Wednesday. Hey, no worries. No worries. I'm just glad that you're here now. Good to see you, my friend. How have you been? Let's throw Iron Fist against Yellow Jacket. It's probably the least challenging of the bunch. Not that Ant-Man's challenging, it's just that its glancing kind of throws a wrench into Iron Fist's crits. Whereas Beast gets to bleeds and just, you know, keep the show moving. Well, good. Glad to hear. That's it. Well, still stunned. We got the Christmas battle here between the red and the green. Oh, very nice. Congrats on rank 5 Doom. All around, I'd say that's a pretty solid last couple of days. Congrats on that rank 5 Doom again and finishing 5-2-3. It's pretty good. Yeah, you've definitely been busy. Let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. So I'm actually really hoping to pull a 6-star version of Black Panther at some point. Just with all the different perks and buffs that he's gotten with new synergies, and especially if that Hulkbuster synergy winds up panning out. This dude's gonna be hitting like a bus. And the best part is that he synergizes with a bunch of other people too, so that just really expands his usefulness, finding his way onto a bunch of different roster teams. So having him as a 6-star at that level, especially when he's awakened to really tap into that bleed, that'd be really nice. Hey Lucas, how are ya? Just took my 5-star Emma to rank 3. Yes, she is most certainly a beast. Congrats on that big rank up. That's awesome. I love Emma. Everyone always says ghost this, ghost that, ghost this, immunities that. And you know, okay, sure, but Emma in her diamond form can just like roll through anything. I'm pretty sure at this point it is any damaging debuff, not just the more common ones like the bleed and poison and stun and all that. Well, stun isn't damaging, but you know what I mean. Solder, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Happy Red Guardian Eve, or End of Grind Eve. I gotta come up with a catchier name for that. It was a bit flat. The Hulkbuster buff has not been officially announced when they're coming out with it. At this point, it was about 2 months ago, so everyone was kind of hoping to be part of this patch. So maybe next patch? I don't know. They haven't said anything one way or another. So hopefully soon, because he was a lot of fun to play. Yeah, the buff to him made him an absolute tank. An absolute tank. Like, it was like a Venom-esque buff, where he went from a complete meme to being a solid force to contend with. So hopefully they wind up keeping him just about as is, as he was on the beta, and they don't wind up stripping away any of those abilities. But otherwise, yeah, he'd be solid, and I would be very happy to have him as a 6-star. Okay. Hey, no worries. Glad to have you here for as long as you can stay, Soldier. Thank you. Well, Rogue's a solid option too, Ghost. Hey, Pop. Happy Wednesday, my friend. Good to see you. Hope you've been well. Welcome to T-minus 14 hours. Is he better than Colossus? No, I think Hulkbuster would be a solid counter to buffed Colossus, but It's fairly on par. I think Colossus had the slightly better buff, just because Colossus has better synergies than Hulkbuster does. But yeah, it isn't too far to say it's not too far off from that, I'd say. Again, I mean, it's all still speculation because it really just depends if they keep him as is. But if they do, I'm really excited. Cheers, Pop. I'm debating. I'm getting way ahead of myself because I got to get the guy first. But if I were to get him tomorrow, he's going straight up to rank 4, Awakened, Sig 40, 50, probably. I'm debating if I wanted to rank 5 him straight out of the bat. I probably will, but well, keep working at it, Ghost. Keep working at it. Get yourself, or like save your power control squads for like fights 11 and 12, and refresh those as needed to get to win 15. But you'll get there. You'll get there. Uh-oh. I thought that would have done it. Uh-oh. That's not so bad. Does Hulkbuster need the dupe? He will, I think, yeah. Pretty sure he does. I'm pretty sure it's one of those things where it's still in the realm of nice to have, but not required. But that having been said, like, if you get him awakened, it just makes life a lot easier. Let's do this. And Winter Soldier. Excellent. Excellent. Well, actually, we can go check it out, because for whatever reason, his buff beta version has shown up again as like an attainable champ on the champ roster screen, so we can go check it out after this. Did I like Elsa Bloodstone before? No, I had no idea who she was. No idea who she was. Like, her character is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, she's got a fun character. But like, if you slap that same moveset and animation style on anybody else, that's kind of what I'm after. Like, she's just so fun to play and with a super useful kit. So like, you could give Abomination, say, the exact same setup and moveset and animations for the lulz, and I would be all over A-Bomb. But it's kind of nice. It's one of the nicest things I like about this game is that it just introduces me to new characters that I had no idea existed, or at least tells me a little bit something more about characters I had seen in passing, but just didn't know anything about. Elsa's definitely one of them. All right, so let's check it out. Hulkbuster Beta. So he's got same synergies, I think. This is the one that I'm most excited about, is this one, the Black Panther one. With the increased bleed ability, accuracy, and potency. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, so I take it back. You do not need him duped. Duping him kind of gives him a weak Iron Man-esque regen at the cost of some of his armor ups, I think. But yeah, I mean, look at that. He's got stun, he's got power burn, power lock. Pretty sure it goes on blockable too, if you get enough shocks on them. Forget what it is. There we go. 100% chance to get unblockable which is pretty nice. Yeah, so hopefully it stays that way. Oh yeah. See, the thing was, like, I wound up getting very heavily loaded with skill materials. Like I got for each of like the big milestones for Act 6, like 25% Tier 5 class. I got skill every time. When I finished a path in Abyss, and when I finished initial clear for Act 6, skill again, skill again. So fortunately, I was really lucky to have a chance to use them on. And then the third one, I was like, well, okay, I've got Elsa here now. I don't have an Aegon. I don't have Nick Fury. I've got Aegon Max Sig as a 5-star. So I'm like, even if I get Aegon and awaken him, he's not going to be as good as my my 5-star for a long time. Nick Fury is kind of like the toss up, but I still figured that Elsa is just she's my favorite champ in the game. Nick Fury probably would be the better, smarter option, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna be playing with this champion because she's ranked 3 all the time, so it may as well be somebody that I really enjoy playing. And it was. Wound up pulling Aegon maybe a month later, but I still would not change a thing. Would not change a thing. Man, Starkey's pretty solid. Starkey's super solid. So it all wound up working out. All wound up working out. But then it's kind of been like a side education too, to just figure out the comic lore about the character. And she's a solid like B-list, C-list character. But still, it's fun. Dash back in. And there's that. Beautiful. Well, that's a great way to start. So I will say, no matter what happens tomorrow, I will be taking tomorrow night off from live streaming. I will be putting out a results video as soon as results are out. A couple hours after arena ends, one way or the other. But no, tomorrow night, after this is all done, I'm going to bed. I'm so tired. So heads up for that, but then I'll be back again, same time Friday. Same time, same place. Dude, I know how you feel. I know exactly how that feels. Ouch. It's like whenever anybody pulls a Captain Marvel movie. So jealous. And I was that way with Dr. Voodoo too. Because I needed Dr. Voodoo. I needed him as a 5-star, right? I had everybody except for him and Symbiote Supreme. And this is like granted, like, so like a year ago. So that was before Doom, before Claire, before Mojo, all that whole gang, right? I needed Dr. Voodoo because I loved using him as a 4-star, and I just really needed his utility as a 5. It was a huge hole um, in my roster. Everybody wound up pulling him. Everybody wound up pulling him. Like months and months and months went by, and I just nothing. Finally wound up lucking out and pulling one out of that daily mystic cav bit. Just randomly. Like the odds of pulling the exact champion I need out of that was ridiculously small. It's like a 1% chance to pull a 5-star. Just in general, right? Let alone the 5-star that you need. And of course, I was sitting on like 3 Mystic Awakening Stones, a whole boatload of like 2 to 3, 3 to 4 rank up stones, totally max out of tier 4 Mystic. So that dude immediately went rank 5 Awakened. Hey, Shermoy, how are ya? I mean, I don't know if I'd call it exactly that now, but it is definitely grinding. Definitely grinding. But this is night 3. This is the end is in sight grind. I'm still feeling I'm in pretty good shape. Still shooting for that 70, 75 bit, somewhere in there. If I have time to do more, I may wind up doing a little bit more, but 70, 75 for sure. Cutoff always is about this ish, sometimes a little bit less than first round. Oh, heck yeah. Voodoo is just so useful. Even still, years later, still so useful. Synergy-wise, not so much. Like, he's got no love synergy-wise. But his kit is still just fantastic. I remember when he first came out, everyone thought that he was just going to break the game. That he was just going to break the game because of his heals every time you start a match. Like, how do I counter that ridiculous regeneration? I mean, it's pretty easy. We figured it out, but... people thought that was going to be it. Yep. Yep. That's the idea. And then just take such a deep, long night's sleep tomorrow night. And then ice my fingers for sure. Still on the fence if I want to grind out Tigra in a couple of weeks. Right now I'm leaning towards no. Not that she's a bad champion, but there isn't any content, really. Well, I shouldn't say that. But I'm patient. I would be patient enough to try and get her out of a featured in a month and a half, whatever. Just for that Elsa synergy as a 5-star to take her into like endgame content. But otherwise, I've got the 3-star. It's for all other intents and purposes, that's good enough. Oh yeah, way less than 30, man. More like 20. A little bit less than that even. But like I was saying at the top of the video, most of my 6-stars are refreshing here within the next hour and change, which means that they're going to refresh again once more before arena ends. So that by itself is most of that. Same with the 5s. So that's all just natural refreshes. So not worried. I figure if, again, I was saying this the other day, if I do wind up getting him, he probably is going to be an instant rank 4, purely for the fact that I've got a 3 to 4 gem and or a couple of tier 2A that are going to be expiring in the next couple days. So rank 4 for sure. Let's see about rank 5, but yeah. See, the nice thing about him being the second champ released this month, and especially with that early access bundle they put out on Monday, is that by second round, everyone has forgotten that last month has happened, that there's a featured champ in the arena, and everyone's looking forward to like figuring out Tiger, figuring out Hitmonkey. Like those are the ones to shoot for, to figure out, to save for, to plan for. And everyone's like, oh, Guardian? Oh yeah, he was last month. So that usually helps bring the score down a little bit too. I didn't. Did you do an opening here in the last day or so? You'll have to forgive me. I've been off YouTube for the last day. But if you did, then give me just a sec, because as soon as I'm done with this round, I'm gonna go check it out. All right, see what's up. Hey, RobVonShoe is streaming. How about that? I like how it says on your own page that, or your own feed, that you're streaming. I'm like, well, yeah. Yeah. Oh, from yesterday. It was a live stream. That's fun. Sorry, I'm gonna go back and give it a proper watch later, but I'm just scrubbing right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess 19 hours ago is this morning, isn't it? It's not a good sign. It's still early over here. I should be picking up on stuff like that. Let's do this. Congrats on a couple of 2-stars. That's a 1-shot. Oh, shut up. Shut up. You lucky son of a mother. How do you feel? How does that feel? What's up, man? Falcon, how are you? Good to see you. I mean, congrats, obviously. A huge congrats. That's such a stupid, ridiculous, lucky pull right there, but I'm not gonna spoil it for everybody else, but I don't know. You're luck, I swear. When do I think Stealth Suit is coming back into the arena? As a, what, a featured or sub-featured? Featured, your guess is as good as mine. My guess is that he may come back next time that there's a Spider-Man movie. Maybe around the time that the Morbius movie comes out. Maybe. But yeah, conflicted. Yeah, no doubt. Jeez, dude. I mean, congrats. Congrats. That's awesome. Alright. Well, let's see what the big one is here. Slowing up, slowing up. Hey, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. Just wait for his wonky animations to be fixed. That's a solid 6-star pull right there. Because, like, what it seems like right now, Ghost, is that they're, like, the off-week champ is somebody who's, like, meme tier, right? So in, like, the last month, we're getting Howard the Duck. He starts tomorrow. We had Taskmaster, we had Hawkeye. You know, I mean, not bad champions, but, like, nobody's first choice. Stealthy, on the other hand, is ridiculous. So I'd like to have him come back as an off-week champ, but it's not impossible. They've done this thing a bunch of times. But I'm not going to hold my breath that it's going to be soon. Because, like, Ghost has never come back, right? Wasps has never come back. Beardo's come back a couple of times. But, yeah, otherwise, it's pretty sparse. Guess who went to rank 5? Nebula. I'm messing with you, Aaron. Congrats on the big rank up, though. Let's do... Those guys are too low. I think Ant-Man is the cutoff, so... My self-imposed cutoff. Man Falcon, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. I really do. Thank you. I did put in the application. It was a lot more simplistic than I was thinking. It was another one of the, essentially another Google Doc, like they do for surveys, right? But it's basically like, hey, who are you? What platform do you stream on? Where else are you? Tell me something about yourself. I'm like, okay, well, you know, I'm me, I do this. This game is fun. So we'll see. You know, stupid me was thinking that with the Tigra early access looks that the CCP got, is that CCP would have Tigra for like a week and change to play around with her and her kit. Not thinking that there was going to be an early access bundle release for her. I mean, of course there was. It was, again, dumb of me. But part of me was like, ooh, maybe if they get back to me in the next like week or so, then maybe I can still get in on the Tigra CCP. But we'll see. I did my part. You did your part, and thank you for that. I did my part. And you know, whatever happens, happens. Yeah. There you go. It's a modern Iditarod. No, I know. I know. There's like the one, in my personal opinion, the one good thing that they've put out in like a whole bunch of weeks. Like, there's probably gonna be something tomorrow. Today was flat. If anything was gonna be out today, it would have been like a questing bundle, right? But there's probably gonna be something here coming up in the next day or so. Actually, no, I take it back. Well, there might be something tomorrow because it's an off week. Even though the new champ is starting up. But hey, Guido, how are ya? Happy Wednesday. Happy 13 and a half hours left till the end of grind. And Roblox is here too. Oh, you know, it's going good. It's going good. Just you know, just neck deep in the grind here. Counting down time. Still wonder if they're gonna put out a hot fix for all the wonky animations that broke with this last patch. Because like Sparky was busted, Ghost Rider there was busted, Doc Ock is busted, Medusa's busted. Anybody that has like a projectile or like a secondary mesh object it's attached to the main figure, that's all screwy. Not really sure what broke it. The fact that it affects all secondary objects is suspect. That maybe someone was tweaking a future champ or something and it went live instead of being on the whatever their test server is. Oh yeah. Well, how many gold coins do you get by just doing the standalone quest, as opposed to going into the actual like MODOK missions? Because like every day there's the new daily quest, and then there's the new like dual targets, right? You don't even need to go in and do the beginner, normal, master, uncollected modes for the added gold or gold coin. You think they would have called it something different other than like an existing currency? We have gold and we have gold coins. Not the same thing. At least the balloons was a unique name. Or why not just call them coins? You got gold and you've got coins and you've got loyalty and you've got units and you've got battle chips and tickets still. Oh, no, tickets for AQ. Still don't know why there's just one uniform currency in game. Or two at the most. Yeah, because I was going to say, if you just stick with that and just play the game normally, you still wind up getting the gold coins, and well, I can still get a pretty solid stack of potions and revives and stuff that way. Not sure what I'm gonna get. I know for sure I'm not getting the 5-star awakening. But that having been said, there isn't a whole lot else that I'd be chomping at the bit for. Because like all the pots and whatnot would expire for me. Most likely. Which kind of just leaves, you know, the rank up materials. Which isn't bad. It's probably what I'm going to be going for, but still I have a feeling that I'm just going to have like a whole heap ton of gold coins left over. How did you get a 1-star hit monkey? I have no idea. I haven't played him. But really, I'm curious. How did you get him as a 1-star? Now that's interesting. Oh, by the way, speaking of champs, there is an exclusive 2-star Ronin that you get from just an initial clear of easy mode. So if you wind up having extra energy at the end of the month that you're burning, may as well just run through easy once, just auto fight everything. Speaking of which, I should probably do that. Yeah, but it's a hit monkey? I didn't even know that. That's got to be a screen cap that and enjoy that, because that has to be a glitch. Ah, crap. Yeah, basically did the entire thing so far. Should have paid attention. I didn't know you could even get revives on the easy mode here. I'm just taking a tangent. I just realized that I'm burning energy, and it's probably not a good idea to burn energy the first day of a quest. Oh, what did I say? Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I was like, wait a minute. It wouldn't be the first time that something like that has happened, which is why I was like, plausible. Not likely, but it's plausible. I gotcha. And if I misspoke, yeah, it's a 2-star Ronin. And unless you got him in like one of those Rift crystals last month, he should be new or exclusive at least. I think it's a bad sign when I just auto skip through the story. I haven't seen it. I haven't read it. I read the first quest, or for the first part, and now I'm just skipping through. Yeah, I know, right? I would have taken that. I'd have been all over that. Would have immediately made him the best one-star champion available in game. Like the fact that they added a one-star Deadpool a couple months back, whatever it was ridiculous. Because that was the first new one-star champion in years, as far as I'm aware. Alright, I'm gonna let this one auto fight. I'm actually gonna step out for just a sec, give me some more drink. Be back in a minute and change. Riveting YouTube. That's still turned on. Awesome. Cool, we good. After this is probably far enough. It's what, 25 energy, something like that burned. It's not bad. Lucas says, new event is awesome. I'm gonna rank 3 Spider-Gwen and Emma Frost. And rank 4 Starkey. Nice. Dude, there you go. That's solid. Congrats, Lucas. You got some cool stuff here coming up. Enjoy all of those rank ups. Are you gonna do it all 3 of those in one fell swoop, or are you gonna try and stagger it over a couple different level up events? Blah blah. Mini pots. Mini pots. No pots. Okay. Okay. Figure that's enough of a tangent. Dude, and you always remember the first of the rank 4s too. I think mine was Blade as well. First rank 4 was Blade, first rank 5 was Blade. First 6-star was Storm, I think. No, first 5-star was Storm. I don't remember the first 6. I do know it was someone abysmal. So I can do this without timing out. I think I can. With Bane, we'll see. Alright, that's good. Perfect. That works. Really, Man Falcon, is that bad? Like, it's bad, don't get me wrong. Well, I shouldn't say that. It depends where you're at in the game. It really depends where you're at in the game. Because, like, you know, for me, it's not going to do a whole lot moving the goalpost down the field for my account, but yeah. But I mean, if you're at the level where all this stuff is new and now readily available, it's pretty good. They were saying that Kabam Mike did put out a post today saying that the only reason that this month is the way it is because they're planning on releasing Act 7 this month. So that would have been like the end game thing to do, right? There's this event and then there would have been that. But the fact that Act 7 is postponed indefinitely kind of left that sort of end game content vacuum. So he name dropped Cavalier difficulty, which is I think the first time someone officially, unofficially announced that it was something on the radar. But effectively all he said about it is that they were going to be laying the groundwork to start thinking about what will eventually become Cavalier difficulty, which, you know, says enough about it as I think needs to be said. So, we'll see. By the way, when is Summoner Appreciation this year? If there is one, it's usually November? No, December. Early December. Gerhard asks, how much am I on arena-wise? A little bit below 59 mil. So I got about like 12 mil to go. 10, 12 mil, something like that. Yeah. What I really kind of wish they would do is just have a daily challenge gauntlet. You know? Here's the challenge. Here's who you fight. This is how you fight them. If you can do it, awesome. Here's 56 star shards. you can't, no worries. There's gonna be another one tomorrow. That way everyone gets like 350 6-star shards a week if they do everything, which is huge by Kabam's estimate, right? But isn't meta breaking. Then you get a bunch of different challenges that you can do to make things, you know, break things up. Use different champions, try different play styles. You know, something a little different at least. Kind of like the new daily objectives that they came out with, but something a little bit more exciting than, you know, knock out 10 people with a heavy attack. Or Mr. Sinister as well. Or Red Guardian. Because he's so readily available, right? Can we just talk about those daily objectives? Like, those are nice, right? Like the crystals themselves as like a freebie for doing practically nothing. It's not bad. Stuff you can get inside. It's a bit interesting. A small step up from what they've given in the past. My only gripe about it is that the requirements to get one are so ridiculously over the place, right? Because like the bulk of it is like KO 6 opponents with a special 1, KO 6 opponents with a special 2, KO opponents with a Incinerate or a Shock or a Heavy Attack. You know, easy stuff that you could wind up doing with minimal effort. And then there's nothing in between. And then it's finish an entire, like, an entire bit in Act 6. Finish a whole labyrinth fight. Finish a path in Act 7, and, what is it? Realm or whatever. And it's like, wait a minute. You're giving me the option to finish a path in Act 6 or just heavy attack 10 times? I mean, take a lucky guess which one I'd be going for. Yeah, Falcon, because you know it's all of the nonsense nodes that they add on top of it that makes it difficult. Like you had that node where you can't do the same move more than twice in a row, in addition to like slash tires or something, plus that unblockable champ. Yeah, get out of here. Oh boy, rip Frollo. I'm gonna pour one out for you, man. That's rough. Yeah. Like you'd think there'd be some middle ground somewhere in the long way, you know? Finish off that Venom boss in Act 5 or 4 or whatever it is. You know, still a challenging fight if you don't have a good counter for him, or if you know, you're still working to get to or through Act 5. You know, but for people who finished Act 5 a long time ago, that's still, you know, relatively straightforward to do. It's not like it's going to take you 20 minutes of just endless hit combos and parries and baiting specials. Yeah, I just realized I should probably pay a little bit more attention to this fight, seeing as how he's 2-star levels higher than me. Might not go well if I get clipped. Yeah, both OG Iron Man and Super Iron Man both need some love. Throw in Iron Patriot, throw in OG Cap. Yeah, they got their work cut out for them. There's no doubt about that. I just missed the difficulty spike that was Cavalier when it first came out. RIP. Poor Crollo. I wish you better luck next time. Because like when Cavalier first came out, it was tough. You know, you were burning items left and right, and then, well, because this community is this community, you know, and we like to find something to complain about. It was way too hard, and, you know, the difficulty spike was huge. But I missed that, to be honest. Like, actually having to plan out which path you go on and strategically planning champs and, like, figuring out solid strategy. Now it's just like, alright, this is my questing team, it's just gonna work. Oh, did they? Well, that's good. We sure don't have enough cat people in this game. I mean, it's cool because hopefully Black Cat comes along with another Spidey hero, like Kraven or Sandman or Scorpion. But we'll see. Then again, Jessica Jones been in the game forever, and she's not a playable champ, so hopefully. And hopefully if she is a champ that's in the game, hopefully she's good. Or unique. I'll take unique at this point. Because Tigra looks unique. We'll see if she's good. Right now she looks extraordinarily squishy. But definitely unique. Who has the best ever rework, including Hulkbuster? I'd have to say either Colossus. I still want to say Magic. Probably Colossus. But Venom was pretty solid too. I like Luke Cage, sort of. Luke got a buff, I'm pretty sure. No, She-Hulk did. She was alright. But yeah, probably Colossus first. I would say Magic, then Venom. And then Hulkbuster. Spider-Gwen wasn't bad. Carnage wasn't bad. The Ebony Maw one may as well have just never happened. Oh yeah. Like, Mystic Champs usually are pretty squishy for just about anybody not named Doctor Doom or Man-Thing. But, yeah, she takes that to another level. Like, Wasp level squishy. But at least Wasp has some amazing damage output. Should do it. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That'll work. Hella's up next. I was actually pretty happy to pull Hella as a 6-star officially in game, but at the same time I was also just a wee bit disappointed. I already did like a rank up in gameplay of Hella as a 6-star. It's like I don't need to take her out for a spin again. I know how she handles, but still solid. I'd have to say for the most part, pretty much everybody's rework is decent. Maw, like I said, needed to go back to the drawing board a second time. But like Namor's rework and Cull's rework, I still don't really understand. Let's just do this. Oh yeah, no kidding, Aaron. It's ridiculous. It melts. Yeah, and Hella can get some crazy damage output too if you ramp her up properly. She's not a bad champ, and you know, pretty solid for synergies as well. Not bad. I guess just the point I was making is that I've already ranked her up before. So it's not like it would have been like a Night Thrasher or somebody who would have been a first time rank up gameplay for me. Still good. Still good though. Jugs was reworked, yes. To give the unduped version and unstoppable at the start of the fight, and to give his heavy attack stagger. Yep. Rip your resources, Aaron. Rip. It was the rank 5 that did it. Rank 4 is bad, but rank 5 just evaporates. I think that was the first time. I don't usually play this game wearing the headphones, right? Unless when I'm streaming, but because I'm wearing the headset, the effects that each of the characters do on their special attacks and whatnot come through even more clearly than it would just normally on mobile. So I just never noticed that Diablo actually has like a VO of like a chugging, gurgling voice. I heard that, I'm like, the heck is that? Say Brack. No, I'm good. I'm good. Ah, cheers, your one. See, that's kind of why I enjoy the beta videos, you know? Because like it gives you the chance to rank somebody up. Gives you the chance to rank somebody up and play around with them and their toolkit, just to see if you like them, how they handle without it getting you know, it being stuck permanently to your account. So Hello was a lot of fun. It was I played around with her a little bit as the 3 and 4-star when she first came out. 5-star was rank 1, so it's cool to take her out as a ranked up 6-star. So kind of wish they would do that with everybody, you know, instead of just a few select beta testers. All right, Falcon, I'll see you in a few. Yeah, thanks, Lucas, for taking that one down. Not cool, man. So I think that's it for the 4-stars. The 4-stars there, because I don't want to go too far down that rabbit hole in case I wind up getting a death squad. But the 6s are starting to come back online, so bring them up so they refresh in good shape. Don't want to fight Nick Fury because that would just slow everything down. I know, right, Shermoy? I wish. Could take up some champs up something crazy. Or just some sort of reward, like, framework in general. Like, my guess is still, like, right now you need a tier 6 basic and a tier 3 alpha to take up a 6-star to rank 4. I'm still speculating that they're going to split that up, that you're going to need Tier 3 Alpha to take him up to rank 4, and a Tier 6 Basic to rank 5, whenever that is. Because otherwise that's just introducing a whole slew of extra currency in the game that just you never have a prayer to ever actually wind up getting. So let's see, what's going to refresh next? So we got about 15 minutes left there. Doom's coming up hour and a half. That's not going to happen till tomorrow. Just got through them. Okay. Should I use a tech gem on Starkey? If you plan on taking Starkey up all the way, you may as well. That having been said, there's some other tech champs that would benefit from it more, like Ghost or Star-Lord. Warlock, arguably, too. But Starkey isn't a bad choice. Ghost, I wouldn't mind seeing Frankenstein. I'd almost think that Dracula, because isn't the Morbius movie supposed to be out somewhere around there too? All right, so let's go going on some of these 6s. I should pop another boost too. Dude, it already is $500 for 10% of a catalyst. You know what? That's probably going to be the offer tomorrow. $500 for 10% of a tier 5 class. Just with the way that the cash offers have been going the last couple of weeks. You can handle this fight, right? And you know that even still, there would be people that scoop that up. Again, fair warning, I don't judge, and I don't talk bad about people who decide to spend money in the game. I don't talk bad about people who decide not to spend money in the game. It's your choice. Go for it. Not gonna shame you either way. But me personally, that's awful. That's just awful. Yeah, no, I know it got delayed, but wasn't it? I thought it was supposed to be out this summer, and then it got pushed back to end of the year. That having been said, I'm surprised that they haven't, to be honest. Like, they've been dangling the like the 2% crystals all over the place, or 5% if you're the rank 1 alliance in AQ. Oh, but really surprised they haven't tried offering that as a standalone thing. Because you know they would make a killing if they did. Absolute killing. March 2021. I swear there's gonna be like 8 or 9 huge superhero blockbusters within a span of like 4 months. You know? Especially when you factor in all the Disney Plus shows. Yo, Reaper, how are ya? Just picked up the 2-star Hitmonkey deal through Marvel Insider. Get him in July. Yes, I am going to be going for that one too. Still looking forward to when the 2-star White Widow comes out. She probably should be out anytime soon, I think. Just in case you guys don't know, the Marvel Insider packages this month for the lesser bundle is a 2-star Hitmonkey, and for the greater bundle is a 3-star Tigra. That whole program's pretty cool. I kind of wish that they would have more exclusive 2-stars that way. Because you get a ridiculous amount of points for doing nothing. And assuming you already have Disney Plus, you already have a login with Marvel. So it's not like you need to create yet another username, password, all that. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and use another one of those 30% boosts. Again, it's only because I've got some in my overflow and they're going to be expiring otherwise. Definitely don't recommend it though. Let's do this. But it's kind of crazy to see these champs with full suicides with a 30% boost. This absolutely winds up shredding Arena. Like, more so than it would usually. The fact that they're just ranked 3s to begin with make them completely OP, but just by adding all this extra stuff too on top of it. It's crazy. Alright, so just hit 60 mil. So let's see, factoring in being able to run 5s and 6s one more time should put me at 70. So, yeah, I'm getting pretty good. Pretty good, pretty close. How many mil am I going for? Somewhere in the 70 to 75 range, I'd say. I'm anticipating he's going to go for less than what he went for first round, just because of the new event out and everyone's already moved on to Tiger on Hitmonkey. So somewhere in there. If I got some time, some extra time, I'll put up a couple extra points. But if I don't have time, then I'm good with just where I wind up. Hope for the best. I think at this point it's time. 4-stars are quickly falling out of the favored meta. So that I wouldn't mind that. I think the points you would need to burn to get a 4-star though, just based off of their current math, unless they readjust all that, would be ridiculous. Refresh these dudes that just randomly came back. And go. And go. And randomly Jane Foster. Okay. Sure, why not? Got Ben Riley here again. Diaper Man again. This whole song and dance again. Not sure why. So this is the real fun meat and potatoes of the grind here. Especially if you wind up getting stuck in a loop with the same opponent. And there's that. Excellent. And there's that. Weird. It's weird. Live chat just randomly just decided to disappear on the YouTube previewer. Like I can still see it through OBS, which is where I was looking originally, but it's weird that I just decided to just stop working. Everything still looks like it's all hunky-dory though. Assuming that all the numbers are accurate. All right, see if we get lucky with a different different team after Corvus goes down. I did get a different team. This is only like the third or fourth time I've refreshed these 6 stars. And for me to have tuned out already that quick, that's not a good sign. That's how you know I've been doing this for 3 days. There's Ben Riley, it's Diaper Man, Corvus, the usual gang. Diaper Man down. Really starting to get a good flow with that guy. Still annoying, but getting a better flow at least. So I'll take that. Keeps popping up with network issues. That's always fun. That's always fun. Last thing we need. Yeah, dude. That's how that works. And then they like to remind you about it too. It's like, yeah, I know. I got it. We're just looking forward to being able to pass down that same rousing to the next generation. Well, that's a fun start. I mean, no matter, but all right. There's that. Doing this again. Wonder what Sorry, so I'm multitasking here. Just curious to see if anybody else was live streaming a grind. Looks like it maybe. Just because I'm always curious. Come on, there you go. Let's dance. Hey, Shadow, how are ya? Ground's going pretty good. I think I'm in a pretty good place here so far. A little over 60. Still got a full refresh of 5s and 6s coming up before Arena ends, which should put me about 70. So just got a couple mil to go on top of that. We'll be good to go. Have this thing in the books. Dex. And he just melted anyway. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well here for this fine Wednesday. Oof. So same team here again. Keep that simple. Keep it simple. There's that. I do think that 70 is probably going to wind up being the lowest you'd want to shoot for. There was a post on Reddit a little bit earlier. Can look that up here in just a sec. let's see. Where was it? There we go. It was 8:08 sunny. Oh, beast, right. There you go. 8:08 sunny underscore. Not sure if capitalizing matters, but if it does, just in case it does. I think it does, actually. Capital S. You got it. Now, I was assuming that they were just going to release those one at a time, so I was kind of surprised to see two from the get-go. Wonder if that's just to ease everybody in, or what. Hmm. And done. That's another reason I love Elsa. Just stack up a couple of debuffs, and if you're bleeding already, your opponent's degenning as well. So you just get a point where you're like, alright, I did my work. Just like gonna let it do the rest of it for me. Kind of like Archangel when you get a couple of neurotoxins on someone. It's like, alright, there's nothing you can do now. It's just a matter of time. Yeah. Oh, I mean, I'll definitely take it. More coins, the merrier. Big yawn. Like that, for example. Love it. Back that, back that. So much for a randomizer. And yeah, cheers, Sherman. Must have looked on camera like I was dozing. Cause I was. Yeah, I figure after this stream may wind up getting a quick power nap in, and then doing exactly that. See, that's kind of weird though, because like I really don't have any faith that the randomizer is actually going to give you something easier. Kind of like if you ever re-roll your arena opponents, especially if you got a death squad, you re-roll, you're just gonna get another death squad, you know? It's not like it's gonna be like, oh yeah, never mind. Well, Falcon, here's my conspiracy theory. If you wind up opening up a couple of crystals before you open up the Awakening Gem, it usually seems like it lumps champs of various classes together, right? So if you pull a lot of science champs out of that, you might wind up pulling a science awakening. There's absolutely no reason, no science behind any of that. And that's purely just like tinfoil hat conspiracy things that I've noticed but have absolutely no proof of. So take that one to the bank. Alright, Ghost. You have a good one. Thank you for the well wishes. And yeah. I got my fingers crossed too. You know, I figure all things considered, it's going pretty good so far. Even still. Like I said, it's nice, and this is really the reason why I like setting up like milestones in my head for where I want to wind up each day for a featured grind. Because then you get to day 3 and you're just about exactly where you need to be, where you plan to be. There aren't any real surprises coming out of the woodwork. It's just you know, obviously a matter of getting it done still, but it's not like you're gonna be scrambling or sweating bullets. Of course, that is provided that, you know, the cutoff is right about where it needs to be, and nothing crazy. Hey, King Cash, how are ya? Good to see you. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're doing well. Just cranking out some 100th hour arena grind points right here. But like I was just saying, you know, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Feeling pretty good. I still got a full set of 5s, full set of 6s that are going to be refreshing naturally. So I mean, I'm already sitting at 70 mil that away. So that's pretty good. Yeah, Fedora's nice. You know, I went classic. It's like those old paper hats I used to make as a kid. You know, it's got the little triangle point at the top and then straight across. Oddly enough, that same origami wound up doubling as a boat sometimes too. But I figured that way the foil, when it wraps around my head, is maximizing the amount of conspiracy possible. So, you know, it's exactly like my shoe shine method for opening crystals for luck. I think I'm currently sitting somewhere in the range of like 47% of the time it works every time. So, not bad odds. Yeah, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. And there's that. So, because it's nice that it hasn't happened for a good while too, but like a lot of my reasoning behind all that was from back in the day when there always used to be like the game would always crash with like an hour and a half before arena ends, like consistently. It happened all the time. Like you'd be finishing up a big feature grind and then the game just crashes with like 90 minutes to go. So first time that happened, I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go into the end of the arena being well set, because that sucks. Because of course, I mean, they just let that stand. Because what else are you gonna do? Rerun the arena again? Add a couple extra hours to it? Nah, that's not how that works. Block. Dex. Eat the shock damage. Because, of course. Why wouldn't you? Do that, and do that, and do that. Alright guys, the way I figure it, probably do 3, maybe 4 more rounds here on stream, and then leave things be where they are there. Give me a chance to go get a nap. Stretch a little bit too. Get ready for the home stretch. But like I was saying, I think I'm in a pretty good place. We're on a solid pace to get to where I need to be. Ouch. So you guys got any fun plans here coming up this weekend? I've got so many plans. My plans involve sleeping, resting, and icing my fingers. And getting outside. Tier 1A arena was really weird today. 10 to 15. Always got an even PI option. Then you got a death match on 22. Wait, with 2 550s and a... What? That's new. I wonder why that is, because you shouldn't get death squads with that anywhere. Let alone the 2-1A when you can't even bring in 6 stars. That's weird. That's weird. I'm hoping that doesn't become a thing. Because if that is, then that makes 4 stars effectively useless. Unless they're maxed out. Yeah, but sure, at the same time, it's still gotta be a nice feeling. Let's just think of all the extra time that you wound up getting because, you know, you're sitting out and recuperating from last round. question is if you're gonna dive back in and go for the 1 to 10% here for both rounds of Howard. How many points does a 6-star rank 3 get over a rank 2? Several thousand. I'd say probably a couple thousand each. So I think when I was doing 3 rank 2s, I was getting about 200k around, and with 3 rank 3s, it's a little bit over a quarter mil. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be taking next round off too. Because it's twofold. Because, like, for one, I mean, it takes up a lot of time, right? The other, of course, I just need to break after this one, but it's like it kind of want to use that time and do other things in game too, you know? Get some stuff organized for some fun gameplay videos instead. That's true though too. 16 mil is effectively 3, maybe 4 passes with your 5 stars. I don't know, we'll see. Do that, and do that, and do that. I will say this though, having a full squad of rank 3s just makes this so much smoother. Alright, Guido. Thanks for stopping in, bud. You enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll catch you here coming up in a future stream. I was going to say we'll catch you tomorrow, but I'm not going to be up tomorrow. But maybe the day after that. Or whenever. Falcon, you'll get there. You'll get there. It's such a huge personal accomplishment when you finally do, you know? And everybody gets there eventually. Cool, cool, cool. Oof. Alrighty, last one here for tonight. And then, gonna let things lie. that. There's that. You know, it's kind of surprising to not see a whole lot of Deadpool in the monthly quest, though. I mean, with Het Monkey being around and all. Oh, that's pretty good. You should have that in a couple of weeks, right, Falcon? Nearly there. Alrighty, guys. That is gonna do me for tonight. I want to give a big thank you to everyone who's been hanging out here in chat the last couple hours. It's been real good getting to talk with you guys live, as putting up the last stretch of points. I'm sitting at about 65 mil right now, which I'm feeling pretty confident. I got another round of 5s and 6 refreshing, so all said and done, should wind up about pretty good. So yeah, gonna be posting the video sometime tomorrow with the results, one way or the other. So stay tuned for that. We get you guys to just take a sec to like and subscribe to the channel. Each and every bit of that helps me out immensely, and appreciate it muchly. Just recently hit 500 subs, and that is a huge milestone. So again, I just want to take the opportunity to say a big thank you to everybody who has subscribed already. It means a lot to me, and I really very much appreciate it. So thank you. I'm gonna be live streaming here coming up the end of the week and next week for sure. Tomorrow I'm taking the night off because I need some sleep and to cool down from this. So I'll see you guys around. But until next time, everybody, take care. Talk soon. Stay safe and be well, everybody. Bye for now.